Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you all. Someone's been working hard at uni.
I'm sure that today's subject would be very interesting for so many students who are really thinking how to start and what to choose for their next level of education. So what do you think, Dr. Islam?
All right, let me unmute first. Yeah, so I believe you can hear me now, right?
No, we still are not starting officially. We are just discussing till we get enough number of audience, and then
All
we
right.
can, yes.
Yeah, of course, I can't agree more with you. So this is honestly, to be honest with you, this is, although it's hard times as if it might appear to many of us, but still what we're going through emphasizes on the importance of engineering, especially the disciplines related to the built environment, be it civil engineering or architectural engineering.
So I think it's time to start now.
Yeah, please.
Fine. So we'll be starting now our session. Mainly the session is being called Draw Your Future Blueprint. So what an interesting title. And I think, yes, most of the students nowadays, they have, let's say, lots of questions came into their mind. So many ideas came for their future. What shall we study? How can we choose the right specialization? What is the right major? And all of us, we believe on engineering and how engineering is really is something very important and essential. As we said, and we will keep on saying that engineers are viewed as the backbone of modern society. The innovation and the creativity that drives our society forward are inspired by the teachings of engineering. And whether it is transporting on a bus or making a phone call or designing a building, the work of an engineer is experienced. So engineers satisfy both themselves and humanity, which is the reason for passion of being an engineer. But before we start talking about this major, and I'm sure that lots of information will be shared today with our dear audience from you, Dr. Islam, or from Mr. Nawal. But let me first introduce myself to our dear audience. My name is Ms. Ruqayya Mohsen from Applied Science University, Kingdom of Bahrain. I'm the Director of Marketing and Public Relations. And as we said, we'll be talking about today's session, which is Draw Your Future Blueprint, mainly talking about the civil and architectural engineering. But before we start talking about anything, I would like to share a short video about our university, which is Applied Science University, located in the Kingdom of Bahrain. This video will be showing the 15 years of achievements, 15 years of success, and 15 years on the road on excellence. So let's watch this video, and then we'll come back to share all the information you are expecting to get out of this session.
Looking for a university with a quality education? Applied Science University is accredited by the Higher Education Council of the Kingdom of Bahrain. Ranked 651 700 in QS World University Rankings 2021. Ranked 37 in QS Arab Region University Rankings. Rated 4 stars in 2019 QS Stars rating system. Green Metric World University Rankings, first locally and 45th in Arab region. Achieved the RICI Certified Management Systems for Educational Organization in ISO 21001-2018. Also achieved the ISO 9001-2015 for Quality Management. In Times Higher Education University Impact Rankings, 401 plus in the world. an accredited center by the Advanced HE, United Kingdom with 65+ recognized faculty members as fellows, senior fellows and principal of the HEA. High qualified faculty members from 25 countries. Financial aid and scholarships with disability support facilities. All academic programs achieved positive review outcomes from Education and Training Quality Authority. Reached 4,500+ alumni and 3,000+ current students.
Okay, we are back, and hopefully you like the video. This video, as we said, summarized what Applied Science University did through these 15 years. And I'm sure lots of things also you might find out about us once you will go and check about Applied Science University. I'll just give you a brief information about the university in the coming slides. So, Applied Science University, as we said, located in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and it has been established for more than 15 years, established since 2004 till now. As we said, in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and we've started with a small campus in an area called Jufair, with 3 different colleges: College of Arts and Science, College of Law, and College of Administrative Sciences. And then the big jump happened in 2013 when we moved to the new state-of-art campus, as you can see in the picture and the slides. But the biggest jump now happened when we go and we move to global, going internationally in 2017, when we had partnership with our partners in United Kingdom. And here we started to provide students with 2 different programs in engineering, which is civil and architectural engineering, in partnership with one of the biggest universities in the United Kingdom, which is London South Bank University. And I'm sure Dr. Islam and Dr. Nawal, Mr. Nawal, will be talking more about this kind of partnership. As you see in the video, we had lots of achievements, and I think, yes, it's good to just go through them again, because this is the most strength points we have in the university, and it's good always to be remembered and to be marked based on these achievements. And the QS World University rankings, thanks God, we've been now 651 among 1,000 and more global universities around the world. So this is a huge international achievement happened to the university. The other things also, we've been ranked in the Arab region ranking system in the universities 37. And in the QS ranking stars, we've got 4 stars. So all these achievements make the university, or show that the university is really going to the quality providing in terms of education and in terms of services to these students. Another achievements also when we got accredited center by the Advanced HEA located in United Kingdom, and we have more than 65 senior fellows and principal of the HEA. Other achievements in the green metric, Times Higher Education, ISO, we got 2 different high level of ISO certification in academic and in management, and in the education. We were the only private university who got this kind of ISO certification. All these things are mentioned in the slides, and you can find out in the Google or any searching engine when you just try to search out for the University Applied Science University. Okay, beside these achievements, we have also some services provided to students and other points we are always proud of. We have, yes, we are 15 years university established, and as we said, 2004, but from that time till today, we have more than 4,500 alumni, and currently we have more than 3,000 students, which is a big number when we are talking about a private university in a small country like the Kingdom of Bahrain. This university also provides lots of services like financial aid, scholarships to students. Plus, we always consider the disability students and how we can provide them with services that suits them. One of the strength points we have that we have a high qualified faculty members from 25 countries, so multicultural university, and this thing really will help the students to get different experience and different culture knowledge. Also, all academic programs achieve positive review outcomes from the Education and Training Quality Authority. As we said, the focus always will be on education, and in the research area, we've published more than 100 scientific research just in a year. As we mentioned earlier, the university has 4 different colleges, 3 colleges, which is local colleges providing local programs. Like we said, College of Arts and Science. We have computer science, interior design, and graphic design. And then when we shift to the College of Administrative Sciences, we actually it's the biggest college in the university where most of the programs are provided in business administration, accounting, management information system, and the only university in the Kingdom of Bahrain who provides political science major. Beside the bachelor degrees, also we offer master degrees in the same college, which is MBA, Business Administration, Human Resource Management, and Accounting and Finance. Going to the last college, which is College of Law, we are providing students Bachelor in Law, and then in the master size, we offer Commercial Law and Law. Then, as we said, in 2017, when we signed the Memorandum of cooperation with London South Bank University, we provide the students with 2 different engineering programs, which is Architecture, Design, Engineering, and Civil and Construction Engineering. These all information you need to know about these 2 specializations will be delivered by Dr. Islam and Mr. Noel. My only advice to you is just to stay connected with us through our social media accounts. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these accounts will be shown as in the screen right now. I think now it's the time. It's the time now to answer some questions might be in mind, especially for those who likes to know more about engineering or who dreams, let me say between quotation, dreams to be an engineer. But the question is, why engineering? Another question may came into mind, like civil or architecture engineering. Okay, what about life of the engineering student in the university, how it could be and how we can describe it? And the most important question, what will be the career path of an engineer? All these questions and more information, you will have the answers by Dr. Islam, our speaker, will be talking about this information and more, because Dr. Islam, as we said, he's the head of Department of Civil and Architectural Engineering, and just stay tuned to all the information that you will get from him. Dr. Islam, you are invited now to give the students all the information they need about these 2 majors.
All right, thank you very much, Ruqayya. It's always interesting to go through the historical background since the establishment of Applied Science University. It makes us all feel really very proud of our university with all these achievements in just 15 years. So thank you very much for this, Ruqayya. As Ruqayya mentioned, my name is Islam Abu Hila. I'm the head of the Civil and Architectural Engineering Department in the College of Engineering at Applied Science University. First of all, I would like to start by thanking everybody who's attending with us today and saying that actually our College of Engineering at Applied Science University is unique in its culture, facilities, and environment, teaching and learning environment. Our department currently offers 2 courses in partnership with London South Bank University, making it obviously possible for students living in Bahrain or staying in Bahrain to gain a UK internationally recognized degree. This will give a competitive advantage in the job market and will allow developing lifelong learning skills that are sought after by employers here in Bahrain and internationally. The college and the department currently offers a Bachelor of Engineering in Architectural Design Engineering and Bachelor of Engineering in Civil and Construction Engineering. And it's a Bachelor of Engineering, not Bachelor of Science. And this indicates the practical nature of the offered courses within the department, within the College of Engineering and the Department of Civil and Architectural Engineering. The degrees are awarded based on the student accumulating 150 credits, which is equivalent to 500 points from the 4 years of the course. So the course duration is 4 years. Also, as part of their studies, students may get the opportunity for overseas visits and placement. The currently offered courses prepare students for a career as competent engineers in different aspects related to the built environment. When talking about the curriculum, it emphasizes on the development of traditional engineering numerical strengths coupled with an inquiring creative approach as required by employers. Students will learn about how to design and build just checking, I got disconnected for a moment here.
I can hear you, Islam.
All right, excellent. Great. So I was talking about the gained knowledge by the students. It will mainly be in construction project management with a strong link to sustainable development within the broader social, economic, and environmental aspects. Because the engineering aspect related to the built environment is a broad area, there are many different specialisms for students to consider after graduating. But our degrees will give students a solid foundation for entering any of them. The career opportunities available to our graduates are very diverse, I would say. And we strongly believe in the College of Engineering that the future for engineers is incredibly bright, and the College of Engineering at Applied Science University will provide our students with excellent career opportunities. And I would say that studying our built environment engineering courses is definitely an enjoyable and rewarding, life-changing experience. I hope that most of the attendees will be with us, not virtually, in person by next September, inshallah. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you, Dr. Islam. I'm sure lots of information. You've helped the students with the specializations of engineering, and yes, it's to somehow it's difficult now to choose. And I think that maybe they need more questions to ask, so they will have more information about this kind of specialization. Actually, I have lots of pictures that you shared with me earlier, Doctor, and I'm so happy and so glad to share these pictures with our audience to show the efforts done by the College of Engineering. For example, I think those are the students who are working in the labs of engineering.
Yes, they are. Like this is, for example, the surveying lab. They're doing practical project surveying within the site of the university itself. They get an opportunity actually to go and take some modules for training within architectural firms, civil and construction engineering firms. These are, for example, what we're showing right now, some projects from the architectural design engineering course. They were working on a mixed-use building where they have three main functions: residential, commercial, retail. And this is like level 5 students. We can show more, Ms. Ruqayya, and I'm more than happy to explain what's going on within our department.
I will.
Yeah, so this is, they go through so many things, to be honest with you, until they reach the final design product, if we're talking about architecture. So this is another project which is related to the same. One of the students, like going through the site analysis, they go through the environmental analysis of the site, the approaches to the site, many aspects, the cultural aspects, and how they affect the design and the final product of their project as well. So it's not just something which looks nice, it's something which is well studied.
And how long does it take mainly the doctor to do such projects like this?
This is a 1 semester long project where the students first, they start by doing some individual research on some precedents, some examples, similar projects. And then in groups, they start doing some kind of a site analysis. They visit the site by themselves. They experience what's happening within the site at different parts of the day. They study about the traffic within the site, what are the main natural features within the site as well. And then after they finish that phase, they are ready to develop a design brief where they're going to work on what are the functional aspects, what are the main elements within the project. And then they work through the zoning, what are the relationships between different elements within the project. We definitely focus on sustainability aspects and how these buildings would be environmentally friendly. And this is early stage projects as well, where the students present their work in person in front of the jury. So it's not just the knowledge about architectural, civil, and construction engineering. It's also about their presentation skills, and they come across this on daily basis. So they develop this soft skills, which is really important for after they graduate. Employers really seek these skills in graduates, and this is one of the main graduates attributes we have in our students as well. So this photo in front of us right now is one of the jury. Yeah, so yeah, I can keep on like speaking until tomorrow this time, to be honest with you.
I'm sure
I was speaking about mainly the architecture, but you have displayed at the start some photos from the civil and construction engineering labs, where we have the tensile testing machines for the steel bars. You have shown as well something called the sieve analysis, which is something related to testing the soil for designing foundation and designing all the things related to how much steel, how much sand, how much cement. In sim, I'm just trying to simplify as much as I can for our audience, so that the students really, and they collaborate, I would say, like between the course of the civil and construction engineering and the architectural design engineering, they work together on many projects as well, so that they would produce their final products.
Thank you very much, Dr. Islam, and I'm sure, as we said, maybe within a session, it will be not enough to talk about these important majors. And maybe there are lots of questions, maybe it will be raised by the audience. As we can see, we have some couple of questions. We'll try in the question and answer session to answer these questions. And in case there will be any inquiries or any questions, just feel free, dear audience, to contact us by email or by any tool of the accounts that we've already mentioned, which is Instagram, email, our website. You're most welcome. And all your answers, I mean, all the questions and inquiries, we're so glad to answer them. Now we'll be shifting to different, let's say, different area in covering this subject. When we said in 2017, the university established the College of Engineering, lots of efforts being done to globalize the mindset of students and broaden their technical skills. Now, such transformation wouldn't succeed without the collaboration with well-organized, recognized university in London, like London South Bank University. But in order to know more about this partnership, we need to now ask Mr. Noel Levin, the Director of Foundation and English Delivery Services and Acting Office Manager of International Partnership, to give a talk about this partnership and how students today can join these programs. Maybe you need information about the foundation year. And the most important thing, as I can see some students, they are asking about the scholarships that the university is providing to the students. Mr. Noel, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you to my colleagues, Ms. Ruqaiya and Dr. Islam, thus far for all of the information. Hello to our audience. I believe our audience are from Bahrain and all around the Gulf and the world. So that's really great to have a wide audience. I'm going to talk about a number of aspects. If I don't address everything as I'm speaking, of course, the questions will be there. So please feel free to ask us questions. This first point or important point about getting an international degree. Well, obviously getting an international degree is very beneficial. The first thing going to happen is you're going to be exposed to a new culture. So if you're coming here to Bahrain, obviously maybe you don't know much about Bahrain. It's a small country, the Kingdom of Bahrain. It's about 760 square kilometers. Actually, it's 48 kilometers long and 16 kilometers wide. I know this very well because I once ran across it, the 16 kilometers. So we have a population of about 1.2 million people here. And very interesting and very important is we have a very diverse society here and a very modern society. And when we look at higher education, we have a good, equal, probably more mix of females than male students in higher education. So this attributes to the diversity of the country. So getting your international degree here with us in Bahrain will expose you to new cultures, of course, and very diverse society. But also getting your international degree will give you a great head start in the job market, both here in Bahrain, regional and also internationally. And we've talked about this with our partner, London South Bank University. It's a very well-recognized university. So having a degree from our UK partner will definitely give you a head start in the job market. Another very important part about getting an international degree is selecting a university that is well reputed. This has been mentioned already. We have discussed our achievements in the last 15 years. The biggest one, and this is something that really needs to be stressed, is our world ranking, our QS world ranking actually, at 650 to 700. This means we are really punching above our weight in terms of universities in the region and in the world. So your international degree, you should be definitely looking at a very well-reputed university, which we are. Our partnership is with London South Bank University for engineering programs. They're also a very well-established and well-reputed university in the UK. Something else very important here for Bahrain is that we have our institutional accreditation from the Higher Education Council of Bahrain. To get this is a major step, so it's a major achievement as well. But in addition to that, we've also been reviewed by the Bahrain Quality Authority, the BQA, and we have completed an institutional review with them as well. So our university is very well established. So moving on from getting your international degree, I want to talk about our foundation year. So our foundation year is an integrated or a common year. It's an integrated and common year for both of our engineering programs. So as a student, you would take 14 modules in the foundation year, and you'll take a range of subjects or modules, including English, math, study skills, and other modules to give you an introduction and a foundation to help you pursue your engineering degrees as you move forward. The admission to our foundation year, to join, you have to have obviously a high school certificate, A-levels, or maybe an IB award. So if you're joining with a high school certificate from Bahrain or the region, you're looking at a minimum GPA of 65 with 60 minimum in math and 60 minimum in English. You'll also be required to have an English language score in a standardized test such as IELTS. And with IELTS, we require 4.5 to join. Alternatively, you could be using the Oxford Online Placement Test. And for that, we need 45 to join. With this, I want to just touch on the Oxford Placement Test for a moment. Possibly, as you know now, the situation in the world, you may not be able to complete your IELTS test. If you're interested in joining us, you could complete your Oxford Online Placement Test remotely or online with us. It's a matter of just contacting us, and it's delivered online. It's proctored and delivered online through our own system here. Progression, it's also important to note the progression from foundation year to the first year of the degree program will require you to have an additional score in your IELTS or your Oxford Placement Test. And that would be that you'd have 5 in IELTS or 55 in the Oxford. So to join, 4.5 in IELTS, and to progress, you'd have to do the IELTS again, and you'd have to score above 5. Or if you join us with an Oxford Online Placement Test score, you'd be joining with a score of 45. And for progression to the second year or to the first year of your degree program, you would have to have a score of 55. And very important questions students generally have is about scholarships and fees and so on. We have a range of scholarships available for our British programs. So if you are an industrious and hardworking student and you have achieved a GPA of with a percentage of 95 and above, or a percentage of 95 and above, you are eligible to get a scholarship of 25% for the first semester of your study and 15% thereafter. If you've been taking A levels and you have a score of 146 UCAS points, you get a 25% scholarship. Coming back, if you have your high school certificate and you have a score of 85% to 94, you would get a 20% scholarship. And this is similar for the A levels. If you have a score of 128 UCAS points, you get a 20% scholarship. And for students with a 70% to 84% average, you would get a 15% scholarship. And similar with A levels, 120 UCAS points, you get a 15% scholarship. Possibly some of you are IB students, so there are scholarships for you as well. And those of you with an IB score of 34 or above will be a 25% scholarship, as I mentioned, for the first semester, and 15% thereafter for your studies. And those of you with an IB award of between 31 and 33, you get a 20% scholarship. So I think I've covered all that I want to talk about, because I want to be mindful of the time for questions later on. So that's important. And I know we have other aspects to cover. So I was mentioned by Dr. Islam, we'd be really looking forward to seeing you as students with us here in Applied Science University very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Noel Levin, for this useful information. I think all of us will be waiting for them to join us, to join the Applied Science University family. Well, we had lots of questions now I can see in the question and answer bar, and I'll be asking all the audience to stay with us until we see all together a tour. Actually, it's a virtual tour in our campus, done by Mr. Noel. Thank you very much, Mr. Noel. You have another talk now. So we'll leave you for a minute to enjoy the campus, to enjoy the tour virtually, and then we'll come back to answer all your questions and answers.
Hello and welcome to the Applied Science University. Ahlan wa sahlan. My name is Noel Lavin. I'm the Director of Foundation here at Applied Science University, and I would like to give you a tour of our campus today. Come with me. This is the lobby area of the main academic building, and the academic building is easily recognizable with this iconic clock tower. And on this floor we have our library, we have admissions registration, we have a student social gathering area, and we also have the auditorium. So if you can come with me, we'll visit the library. our library has a wide range of both Arabic and English publications. And we also have our online library, or e-library, which is accessible to our students and staff. The library also has 9 research rooms that our students and staff can use. So this way to a very important area of the university, the admissions and registration. As with the library and the rest of the university, it's fully accessible by wheelchair. Admissions and registration. Student social area. So this way to our auditorium, the Abdullah Nasser Auditorium. Our auditorium can seat approximately 300 people, and it's used to host numerous events throughout the academic year. It's also accessible by wheelchair. And we'll visit our colleges now. Here at Applied Science University, we have 4 colleges: the College of Administrative Sciences, the College of Law, the College of Engineering, and the College of Arts and Science. So this way to the College of Arts and Science. This is one of our graphic design labs. This is one of our drawing studios. And this way to the College of Engineering. And this is the College of Engineering, which offers UK degree programs in collaboration with our British partner, London South Bank University. Okay, let's go to the engineering labs. This is one of our engineering labs, the physics lab. Let's go to the chemistry lab. This is our engineering chemistry lab. Let's go to the civil engineering lab. And this is our civil engineering lab. This is one of the lecture halls used by our College of Law. Our law students use this lecture hall to perform mock trials. We're now in the College of Administrative Sciences. This is the largest college in Applied Science University. We're now on the 3rd floor in the main academic building. Let's go and visit one of our lecture halls. So this is one of our lecture halls. All of the lights are motion sensitive and part of our green credentials, and all lecture halls have full multimedia facilities. Our students' well-being is very important here at ASU, and concerns are mainly dealt with through the Division of Student Affairs, which has an open door policy. Our students' voices can also be heard through the Student Council, who have their own meeting space in this way. Student Council share their meeting space with the Alumni Club and other student clubs. So this is the space where our Student Council meets and the Alumni Club meet. Our students are supported by their assigned academic advisors who meet with them regularly throughout the semesters. Also, if any of our students need support with English language, for example, we have our English language support unit to help them. It's staffed by our English lecturers, and it has a range of English resources, including online resources. This is one of our outdoor areas where we host events and where students can sit out when the weather is nice. And you can also hear the wildlife. Also off to the left, we have our mini market, and next to that we have our cafeteria. Activity and sports are also very important for us here at ASU. This is one of our student activity groups. A number of our students participate in sports on a national level and by playing for national teams. Also, our sports teams here in the university, both male and female, regularly do very well in the university leagues in basketball, football and volleyball. This is our main administration building. So the main administration building has access to the cafeteria. We also have the Dome Hall here, and in the Dome Hall we conduct numerous workshops, seminars, meetings, and we have further meeting rooms here. And as we work our way through the main administration building, we go to the bookshop. So this is our bookshop, and on this side, our finance department. This is the technology building. As with the main academic building, the technology building also has a number of computer labs. It also has our incubation center. For those of you who are entrepreneurially minded, hopefully you'll be spending a lot of time there. And the technology building also has a number of meeting spaces and meeting rooms. And this is our incubation center. This is one of the many modern computer labs we have here at Applied Science University. So this concludes our tour of Applied Science University. Hopefully you enjoyed the experience, and we look forward to seeing you as students here in the near future.
Okay. We are back. Thank you everyone for watching the video, and I really love the comments that we already are seeing in the question and answer bars. Actually, lots of questions and inquiries, some related to Dr. Islam and others related to Mr. Noel, others also related to me as well. Okay, so we'll be start now answering the questions. I have a question raised by Malak Abu Sakiani. Malak, she is asking, thank you Malak for your impression about the campus. She said it's very organized, like no one can get us to trying to get any building. Thank you. And she's asking, is it open for every student? Yes, the campus with all the facilities are open to all students. There is also a question like Shahad is asking, can you just go scroll it up please more? Malak, she's asking about more information in scholarship. Mr. Noel, can you just brief us again about these scholarships, especially for those who have the IB level?
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you, Malak, for your question. Thank you for joining us. So if you have IB, if you have completed your IB program, and if, let's say your score, if you have scored 34 IB points or above, you will be entitled to a 25% scholarship. That's on your first semester of study. And thereafter, you'll be entitled to a 15% scholarship on your studies. Now, if you have scored from 31 to 33 IB points, you're entitled to a 20% scholarship. The same thing for the first semester, and 15% thereafter. Hopefully that answers our question.
Thank you, Mr. Noel. We had also a question from Hussein. Hussein, actually, he said he's a student studying mechanical engineering, and he wanted to know the requirements for studying a master degree. Unfortunately, Hussein, no, we don't offer master now, and we are also not, we are not offering the mechanical engineering as well. But there is a question raised by Shahad Fatouh, Dr. Islam. She is asking about how many years does the studying of engineering, the civil and architectural?
I can answer that. Thank you very much for this question. It's for both courses, it's 4 years, including the foundation year or the level S. So we have 4 years studying for the civil and construction engineering and 4 years for the architectural design engineering.
Another question, thank you, Dr. Islam, raised by Newloy. They said, for architectural engineering, do students need to have a good hand and artistic skills in designing? And another question raised by Malak. She's saying, Malak Abu Sakyani, she said, for architectural engineering, do we have to be professional at drawing?
Well, that's a very good question. And I would say that there are certain skills which you will acquire actually while you're studying with us for architectural design engineering. I would also like to add that the degree is more focused on engineering, not the artistic part. So we focus more on, for example, modeling using specific specialized software, which would enable you to visualize whichever idea you have in your mind, even if you don't have the talent of freehand sketching, let's say. But obviously you need to have this knowledge about how to make a quick sketch. And this is the kind of skills which you learn with us at the College of Engineering, and particularly within the course of the architectural design engineering. I hope this answers the question.
Yeah, thank you very much. Also, there is a question they wanted to ask about, I don't know whether this will be related to the engineering or not, but we had a question asking from Shahad. She said, hi, I'm an IB student. I was wondering if I want to take engineering in computer science, do I have to take HL math? So, Dr. Islam?
Actually, she wanted to study computer engineering, right? Is that?
She said, yeah, engineering in computer science.
Computer science. Well, to be honest with you, that should be directed to the College of Arts and Science, because the computer science is offered through the College of Arts and Science. We currently offer the architectural design engineering, Bachelor of Engineering in Architectural Design Engineering, and Civil and Construction Engineering. The computer science is another college.
Thank you very much. Malak Abu Sakyani, she was asking what are the hosted British programs, and I think Mr. Nawal already answered. And in the presentation, it was showing that we have 2 engineering programs, which is civil and architectural engineering. But maybe, Mr. Nawal, we need maybe to remind the students why it's not bachelor and why it is BSc. Honors.
Noel, if you may allow me to talk about this. Noel, is that okay? Yeah. All right. So the Bachelor of Science is basically more theoretical, while when it comes to BEng is more related to the practical aspects of it. So you have, as Maya has displayed in the presentation, you will find that most of the students' work is within the labs, within the field. They go to consultancies, they go to construction sites, and this is the main feature of the BEng courses. Yeah.
Okay. And I think the last question we have, just to make sure that already we answered this question, Mr. Nawal, what will be the requirements of taking IB in school?
The requirements of taking IB, as you mean the IB the subjects, is that the question?
This is what she mentioned. What will be the requirements of taking IB in school? Okay. Let's say it, how it will reflect for joining the university.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So obviously, For engineering programs, you'd be considering subjects such as math, physics, chemistry. So on the science-related subjects, they would be important. Aiming for scholarships, it would be higher level. You'd be aiming for higher level IB courses. So as I said, the science-based subjects would be important, and higher level as well.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Noel. I think we've answered all the questions, and I would like to thank all those audience who asked and had any inquiries, and for those who really expressed their feelings, positive feelings toward the campus and toward the session. Thank you very much for attending. And also I would like to thank Dr. Islam Abu Hayla, the head of Department of Civil and Architectural Engineering, Mr. Noel Laban, Director of Foundation and English Delivery Services, and Acting Office Manager of International Partnership, and the hero of the short video, which shows the virtual tour in the campus. Thank you very much for attending. And just one point to be remembered always, that engineering is very essential, as we said. It's also challenging and exciting. Engineers use models provided by science combined with innovative thinking to solve the problems and to create new designs that benefit humanity. So all the best in whatever major that you will be taking. Of course, we will be looking forward to see you with us here and joining the programs, to be, as we said, to be members of the ASU family. And this is again an invitation to visit our booth. Our colleagues will be there to answer all your inquiries and questions. They are all just to serve you and make you feeling just at home. So Applied Science University, make always a difference. Thank you very much. Hope to see you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kaya. Thank you.